How to make mozzarella cheese in 10 minutes. On medium heat, put 1 liter of milk until it reaches 120 degrees Fahrenheit. When taking the measurement, make sure that the pointer is in the middle of the milk, or else you'll be taking the measurement of the bottom of the pan and not the milk. If you don't have a thermometer, well, you can use the dipping finger. When the milk gets warm, dip your finger and count to 10. If you can keep your finger in it, then it's too cold. If you cannot, then this is the right temperature. Now the temperature is ready. Turn off the heat and let's add some vinegar. Add 1/4 cup of vinegar while stirring the milk. Pour the vinegar and stir. Count to 20. 1, 2, 3 till you reach 20, and then close the lid and let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes. Now it's ready. Open the lid, get your scooper and your coriander, and take out your cheese and put it inside your coriander on top of the pot. Now take a spatula and let's dry the cheese. Follow the picture to see how we dry the cheese with the spatula. It's too hot to hold, so this is the perfect way. Now turn on the heat again to the lowest number possible. When the water heats a little bit, add some salt. This is only to give it a little bit of taste. You can also add black seeds. We're gonna dip the cheese into the whey until it melts a little bit, and then we're gonna reform it and it will be done. After around 1 minute, we're gonna scoop out the cheese. Now, let's form it in the way that you see. Now dip it again in the warm water and let it soak for like 1 or 2 minutes. The cheese should be very soft and easy to fold. If you're having a hard time in folding it, just dip it back to the heated whey and then take it out and fold it again. Now that it's done, put it in water and ice and let it cool so it will take its shape. If you don't put ice, the cheese ball will get flat and you'll end up with a flat shape mozzarella. After 5 minutes, pat it dry and put it in a container and to the fridge. It will last more than 1 week easily. When you're ready to use it, you can cut it or grind it. Tips. The success of mozzarella cheese depends on the type of milk, the temperature, and the amount of vinegar or lemon added to the process. Start with raw, fresh, not boiled, unpasteurized milk. It can be cow, goat, or buffalo. Using pasteurized milk, make very little amount of cheese, thus making you waste most of the milk. Make sure you have the right temperature, 120 degrees Fahrenheit, do not go above it. Dip your fingers in the warm milk and count to 10. It should be warm enough in the beginning to keep your finger, but too hot to leave it in as you reach number 10. The amount of vinegar or lemon added should be enough to break the milk. You can always add more vinegar or lemon to the warmed milk and stir until the milk breaks. Then cover. Covering the pot and waiting is essential for the milk to finish separating. you don't need to go more than 5 minutes. Stretching the cheese in a very warm water over and over is important for the elasticity of the mozzarella cheese. Placing the cheese in a cold icy water for at least 3 minutes is essential to give mozzarella cheese its last shape, or it will melt down and become a flat circle shaped instead of a ball. Storing the mozzarella to prolong its expiration date. You can freeze the mozzarella by drying it and wrapping it in butter paper to become non-toxic. Then wrap it in a plastic wrap and then freeze. Number 2, you can place it in a brine of water and salt. Mix it, close the container, and put it in the fridge. Number 3, you can make it into small balls and immerse it in a jar filled with olive oil, and you can put it in the pantry. With olive oil, you don't need to put it in the fridge. If you desire, you can put also in the fridge. Every 1 liter of milk makes around 120 grams of mozzarella cheese. This number may increase or decrease slightly according to the percentage of fat inside the milk. Thank you for watching with Phoenix Cookbook.